Come into the room, family. Come into the room. Welcome. I am the H-Town vet, and I'd like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we can discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans and active duty members. Family, thank you for your patience. Come on into the room. Give us a moment to check our sound. Thank you for coming in, family. We appreciate you being here. We're going to start it. Thank you. As I said, I am the H-Town vet, and I'd like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans and their dependents. Give me a second. Yes, indeed. Family having a little technical difficulties, but we're back on board here. Betty Boss was the first in house. She says, H-Town, good evening. Hope you had an amazing Tuesday. Yes, I did. It was good. Coasty say, evening, H-Town and family. We have Brother Charleston coming in. Says, evening, H-Town and shipmate Betty Bob's H-Town. Mike lose connection. Tell me how does it sound better now? Because I was noticing that. Tell me if it sounds any better now. I think it has something to do with the way I position the mic. Let me know if it's any better. Then we have Jay Oliver in the house. Jay Oliver says, good evening. A pop-up live, I see. Yes, indeed. Sounds good. Yeah, I think when it first comes on, it does that. So thank y'all. I noticed that too. Then all of a sudden it adjusted. So thank you for being in the room, family. People are really engaging on the channel. For those that are watching the video recorded, we thank you. Also, for those that don't even participate in the chat, that likes to sit back and listen, you're equally as important. We thank you. So family, we're going to get started here. With our channel, we have a 5-day restriction as far as being able to chat to keep down trolling issues. I want to ask y'all, family, going forward, do you want to keep it at 5 days, or would you like to do a month, which is 30 days or 4 weeks? I want y'all to put in there whether you want to keep it right now at 5 days, so people that are subscribed for 5 days can chat, or should we do a month? Let us know. 4 weeks. It give people time to sit back and so put 5 days or 1 month. What do y'all think? And family, we'd appreciate y'all input. Do us a little vote there. So thank y'all. No trolling will not be tolerated. It will happen from time to time because people are creative and they'll come in talking nice and then they'll crash out. All right. Listen what he say. Okay, J. Oliver say 5 days. We're voting, family, so put your vote in if you're concerned. J. Oliver say 5 days is good since the government is back open. Okay. Charleston say 5 days. Give us your input, family. Let us know. We got some good information to go over tonight. If this information is informative, please smash that like button. We really would appreciate it. We're going to get ready to get on topic. Coasty says 5 days. Betty Bob says 5 days. Okay, so far the 5 days is good. All right. Keep putting in your vote on what you think. Everybody vote counts here. And I'll make the final decision. Which I'm pretty much going to go with. Y'all decide. Okay, let's get on topic. The topic for tonight is, are disabled veterans the black sheep of the family when it comes to the American society? Are we seen different? Are we treated different? We need to talk about that tonight, okay? In particular, right now we have 7 likes and 9 watching. Let's get to it. Thank you, Sister Betty Bobs. So the question actually is, in particular, are disabled veterans seen as a financial burden to the U.S. government and America in general? You can let us know how you feel about that. You can put yes or no in the chat and see once we go over the information if you disagree. You can let us know now. We will ask you again at the end. All right. Are disabled veterans seen as financial burdens to the U.S. government and Americans in general? We're not saying everybody, but just in general. Let us know. Let us continue. And we thank you for your input, support. Now, family, there's been a lot of misrepresentation of veterans, our benefits, in particular disabled veterans, and the benefits we apply for as veterans. And we've been working here because we don't play with that. As you know, here at the H-Town Vet, time out on all that. When they have people coming out talking about they representing us, hold on. We're going to investigate these people's past, present condition to see if they're qualified to criticize or to speak on our benefits, not just because they're veterans themselves. We want to know your motives. We want to see if you're being hypocritical, as you've seen we've done in the past. Time out on all that. Look, we're a knowledge gangster, and we are a lie destroyer. We're not dealing with it. We're going to dismantle the lies one at a time, and we're going to make sure that we back up, we destroy the lies with the truth by defending the truth here, family. See, nobody, those of you that's been in the Navy, nobody wants to get on a sinking boat, but you need to know that it's sinking because people are elusive. They are very deceptive. Look, I'm credentialized. Follow me. Let's go out. Let's go on this voyage together. And it's leading you to nowhere. Now, the first thing is that makes people feel like that we're a financial burden. This is some of the things that I believe, in particular, dealing with Congress and some of the people in, some other Americans that are non-veteran, that they think we get some type of secret perks. They're not secret perks. There are perks that we get, or benefits that we get, or entitlements that we get that they just may not be informed on. Many of us are not informed on our benefits. Are we? No, we have to learn this. And unless they're in the system, there's certain things that they will not know. This was a trial and error thing for me. Okay? So there are no secret perks, but people that are veterans out there on YouTube and other social media platforms, they're saying we got the secrets, it kind of put a bad light on us, like there's some secret things that we're getting, when there's no secrets when it comes to the federal government. These perks are not secret, but they're our personal business. They say, well, wait a minute. I am a taxpayer. And because you getting funds from the federal government through my taxes, I need to know everything you're doing with those benefits. I don't think so. And y'all let us know how you feel about it. Do we owe the general public an itemized account of our benefits? Let's talk about it. Jay Oliver says, we are not really noticed as disabled veterans until brought under the microscope by haters. From time to time, then we are left alone for a while. This happens all the time, right? Right now, they got a group going around talking about we investigate nonprofits that say they help veterans. So they're appearing like their support, when in actuality, they kind of hating on us. You understand? So now they want to attack groups that are helping veterans, but they say they're looking for the bad actors. Well, what about why does it just to be for veteran or organizations that help veterans? What about other nonprofits? What about the federal money that's gotten by some of these billionaires or people that's telling lies in the Washington Post? Why aren't they investigated? Let's talk about these perks. Now, okay, we got to understand something. We do to an extent, because we've been in we've worked in the private sector at jobs. When people that are not veterans look at us, they're looking at it through their glasses or their lens. All right. They look at it like, if you work at a job, you get health insurance, paid vacations, meals, you might put in the Social Security. There are some bonuses and other perks, pay raises, employee allowances, and you get awards for achieving certain things. Okay. Now, the whole thing is that's why you're working there, and you'll get certain perks if you retire. Okay. So if it's a bad economic year, you may not get a raise, but that's different for us. And that's what confuses people. Hold on. When it's bad, the job say, well, we're not giving out any raises this year. We didn't produce as much. Total community action fleeces federal funds. Yes, we need to get them to invest the federal government what they're doing with the money set aside. We're going to talk about that. Thanks, Jay Oliver. Okay, now, hard work. They say they worked hard for what they got. Some say they worked 20 years, 30 years. All right, okay. I don't know what's going on. Why it's doing this? I did not set it up like this, but we're going to flow with it, okay? Look, the problem is they fear the unknown. They don't know what benefits we get fully. They don't know about all of our state benefits. And when they do look them up, they're not really looking for what we get. They're trying to find some way to justify us not getting the benefits. We have our Farm Girl say, evening fam. Everybody show love to Farm Girl. I don't know why it's doing that, but we're going to go with it. Now, look, they're looking at it like we get all these perks that sets us aside. Why should we deserve these? What did we do so significant in the military that we get perks that in many ways that we eclipse other people's benefit, but they're looking at it from their perspective of being a non-veteran. These could be your neighbors, your co-workers. They could be your supervisor. And they're looking at certain things like, man, what is those license plate? Different things. Many of us keep a low profile, but from time to time, people will notice that. Okay. I want to ask you a question. Some people might feel, you got to understand, they saying, hey, we going through a rough time right now. The government shut down. The veterans should do their part. Why don't you stop filing for increases while the government shut down? Why don't you stop when the economy gets bad? You already getting something from the government. You know, why can't you be happy with that 30%, that 0% rating? You service connected for healthcare at 50%. Why don't you chill on that? You getting something. Why do you have to keep going back for more? Everybody's saying this. Take that like button out for lunch. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. And so a lot of people see it as, man, I don't get that. I don't get to go back and say I want more benefits, more money. But is it our job to explain to them how our system works, or is it their business at all when it comes? Let's talk about it. Everybody's saying hi to Farm Girl, and we thank y'all. Now, here we go. The third thing when it comes to we being a burden, some people might feel like we're a burden, but they don't feel comfortable saying it out loud. Okay, what they tell us, thank us for our service. This here, but secretly, they disrespecting our service. They speaking behind like, hey, why they do this? Why they do that? Do you feel, what percentage of people that say thank you for your service do you think are being genuine? Do you think some people are not genuine? Or do you think most of the time when people saying thank you for your service, they really mean it? Or they may have some low-key contempt. Because now things are coming out with different articles and different people speaking before Congress. We learn how some people really feel. But is that really a reflection of the average American? And what about Congress? So when people telling you thank you for your service, do you think that that's really not as popular now? Do you think people appreciate your service as much? Now she say, thanks, Betty. I did. Brought a horse trailer with sleeping quarters. Yes. So Farm Girl Rebel says, I think there is some low-key contempt, but not the majority. I feel the same way. I don't think most people get into our business about that. But the small group, they speak loud though, don't they? They try to make you think that this is all Americans feeling like this. And matter of fact, the way they painting the picture of us, really that lets you know it's not many Americans that's really like that, but they're trying. Do you feel like they're trying to turn other Americans against us? Huh? Do you think there's a campaign to make us look bad as veterans when we're filing for our benefits or receiving our benefits? And where's that coming from? From the media, from the government, or from the average American? Who you think, who's behind that? Now look, some people say, hey, let's deal with right now. Veterans, what happened to you was in the past. Some may feel that way. Let's not focus on the past or the future. Let's deal with right now. Everybody need to tighten up. Some may feel that veterans need to do their part. Why don't you give up some of your benefits to help the economy? Huh? Oh, everybody quiet. How y'all feel about that? Everybody got to pitch in. People getting laid off, people getting furloughed. Should we sacrifice something to help the country? Now, Same people love to hate. Hold on, let me put it where I can see it better. Give me a second. Same people love to hate really anything or anyone that is getting something that they aren't victims. So some people, if they not getting it, they don't like to see nobody else with it, is what you're saying. And that's one reason I like what y'all said, that, you know, hey, they come at us from time to time, but we handle it. What we doing, look, what they eat don't make me fat. No, are they complaining about all these federal contracts that these billionaires are getting, all these tax exemptions from states to have their businesses in that area, and they don't have to pay little or no taxes? They all over Texas because we got plenty of land here. Now, number 4, here go the big one, the big reason that they might feel that we are a financial burden: the federal budget. When it comes to finances, the VA is the 5th largest part of the federal government budget. The 2nd largest part of the U.S. government. So they're hiring more people dealing with the VA, the 2nd largest. Did you hear what I said? Now they'll spend all this money to go to war. So people saying, why do so much money goes to the VA budget? Some people might want to know. I love hearing World War II vet stories. I do too. Number 5, inflation. Now, this is what confuses some people. Why they might see like, hey, is this fair? Is this a financial burden to us? Why we might be seen as unpopular. I want y'all to think about this. When inflation happens, what happens, family? Watch this. Everything costs more. Let me ask y'all right now, what's the most expensive thing for you to get that you've noticed that the prices are real high? And I'll let you know what it is with mine. This may not be yours, but for me, it's meat. All right. Milk is pretty expensive too now. Meat and milk. Yeah, meat, beef, in particular beef. That's what I eat a lot of. What's expensive for y'all right now? Food in general. Say, oh, Paul's here, family. Paul Cox is in here. Everybody show love to Brother Paul. What's expensive? Is it food? Let's talk about it. And I'm gonna give you some more examples. What about your electricity bill, your water bill, your phone, your mortgage, home insurance, car insurance? What's expensive? Yeah, I missed you guys. Yeah, we glad to have you back. Because I know you always say you busy. You try your best to get here, and I appreciate you. And for those of you that's in the chat that are not chatting, we got love for you too. Come on and stay in here. Walk with us a little while. We're gonna try to make sure. So all these things are going up. People having less money, right? They're not getting no raise on their job. How they gonna get a raise on their job when the economic jobs start cutting back and laying off? Now look, taxes on properties have increased a lot. Yes, they have. I think Mississippi trying to cut out state taxes. So everything is costing more. So remember, who's the 5th largest budget of the U.S. government, federal government? Veteran benefits. So electricity is high. Yes, indeed. My Lord. I know my bill got up to $300, but I got veteran energy. They're not telling me to promote them, but I had who in here ever heard of veteran energy? Look them up. I've been with them about 7, 8, 10 years, I guess. Almost 10 years now. almost 10 years, if not 10 years. I've been with Veteran Energy 10 years. And I lock in the contract. Who ever heard of Veteran Energy? Say, thanks, Coasty. Everybody's showing love. Yes, indeed. Now, here's the thing. We all hit it, but while everybody else have to cut back, we getting a pay increase. We getting a cost of living increase. So for 2026, how much is it? 2.8%. So my question, what the average person would be thinking is, hold on, as our money tighten up, how are they giving an increase to other people, to veterans, to disabled veterans, when they saying that many of them are not getting any bonuses, they may not get a raise, but we're getting increases. So the better that company do, the more they get. The worse the economy goes, the more our cost of living increase is. So it's opposite of what they're doing. So that could be confusing to a lot of people. Now listen what Coach is saying. Food, $6 for a pack of hot dogs, ridiculous. Man, them hot dogs have went up. You sure right. Anybody go to Costco or Sam's Club? Some of those prices are going up. So that cost of living increase, even though it's going to be for 2026, it's going to take effect in the December 1st check, right? You're not going to see it till the January 1st or right at the end of December. All right? December 1st, 2025. So this is how it's going to look, family. If the chart is not the best, I do apologize. This is some estimation. This is for the new disabled veteran compensation chart. So 10% is going to be $180.42. 20% is going to be $356.66. 30% disability rating is going to be for veteran only now. All these are for veteran only. $552.47. 40% rating will get you $795.84. 50% rating will get you $1,132.90. This is with the increase of 2.8. 60% rating will get you $1,435.02. 70% will get you $1,808.45. 80% rating will get you $2,102.15. Now that's kind of incredible, because it used to be 90% was the only one over 2,000. But now 80% has gotten up to 2,000. Interesting. Now, 90% will be $2,362.30. And 100% will be for veteran only, $3,938.52. Of course, the percentage will also include your dependents. Once you have a 30% rating or higher, starting at the $552.47, they will add on extra money for each one of your dependents. And what you got for them last year, if you had dependents, it will increase by that 2.8%. Okay? This chart does not include that. How do y'all feel? Do you think that's fair, that 90%? Some of y'all said y'all disagree with it, that there's a big difference between 90% and 100%. Should it be closer? Let us know. Now, what also is going to be increased if CHAMP VA benefits, not CHAMP VA, Chapter 35 educational benefits, they're going to get a 2.8% increase too. DIC death benefits, will also see an increase of 2.8%. And both of those programs are tax-free. Clothing allowance will get the same increase. Social Security disability, which is not VA disability, of course, it would also get the increase. Family, so we're talking about it. And a lot of times this gives us financial freedom. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Okay? Give us financial freedom. Number 6, this is why a lot of people feel that the disability program for disabled veterans is confusing. Less is more. Okay? Now follow what I'm telling you when it comes to productivity. The less productivity, the more VA benefits we get. And the average civilian may see that as being unfair. Wait a minute. How are you going to get less? You're going to get less productivity, but they're going to give you more money. Well, it doesn't work like that. And that's what we're going to explain here. And that's why a lot of people may be confused. See, VA disability is based on your inability to complete work tasks or function in daily life. They are compensating you for your loss of use of certain body parts or loss of earning capacity. Now, so the less you can do, the higher your VA rating tends to be. The more function you are when it comes to work and the disability doesn't affect you, the lower your percentage. Come on now. Now listen to how do y'all feel about that? Do you think that's something we should explain to the average civilian? Do you think Lieutenant Colonel Gade retired, we need to explain that to him, or do you already know it and don't care? Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, I think the percentage should be exactly what they are instead of VA math. So what she's saying is, so if you have 100% rating, okay, now I want y'all to follow me. And we said that 100% is, let's say it's almost $4,000. So let's $4,000. So if you get about $4,000 from a month from the VA, 90% should be 90% of 4,000. What's 90% of 4,000, family? Oh, now we'll use the exact amount. Hold on. Let me go back and go to the amounts, and we're gonna go to the exact amount. That's a really good statement, Farm Girl. Thank you for that incredible statement. Now look, if it's for right now, for just a veteran alone, if you got 100% rating, whether it's IU, TDIU, temporary 100% or 100% permanent total, if you're just only the veteran, it's $3,938.58. What is 90% of that? I'm gonna try to look it up too. So family, be patient. Let's see if anybody can find it, and we'll confirm. What is 90% of that amount, of that 100% amount? To see what, if we went by percentages based on what you get at 100%, then what is 90% of that amount? Now let me get my calculator going. Oh, this thing doing a whole bunch of talking. So let me see, family. Be patient with me, family. And y'all can look it up too, make sure I'm right. Y'all may have one of them fancy calculators. I think I got the numbers right. Let me see. Yes, I do. So I'm looking for the percentage. So that means I would make it. I usually know how to do this, family. Be patient with me. Let me see. We saying, okay, 90 there. . Almost got it. Wow. Yes, indeed. Farm Girl Rebel is right. That'll be about $3,544. Do you think it's fair to do it that way, fam? That 90% should not be based on VA math, which they have on the screen. It should actually be based on the 100% you get. Yes. And if you have extra money for dependents, they should do it the same way. So let's say you have the one dependent. So the chart changes for all, from 30 to 100% then, and so it should add up based on that. I like that. Do you think that's a fair amount for somebody that's 90%? That they make $3,150 while somebody with 100% would make $3,938.58. So what would 80% be, fam? She said 80% would be $3,150. So that seemed like you'd be doing pretty good. Somebody tell me what 10% be. What would 10% be? What's 10% of 3,900? He said yes, exactly. That would be more. That'd be fair. I think this is something we should push in Congress. Oh, she going through all of them, fam. What would 70% be? So instead of it being $1,808.45, 70% would be $2,756, and you still be able to work with it. Come on now. What would 10% be? And you can go back to 60%, sister, if you want to do it. Do 60, go down from 60, 50. I'm sorry for skipping. Now, wow, 10% would be almost $400, $398. 60%, instead of being $1,435.02, it would be $2,362. Family, we talking about almost $1,000 more. Come on now, fam. Betty Bob said 11 likes and 10 watching. Thank y'all. 50%, which right now, with the new increase, would be $1,132.90. This is for veteran only. It would be $1,969. I think we could work with that. Oh, look what it say. Farm Girl Rebel for Congress. Farm Girl Rebel for Congress. You know who she gonna be running against? Lieutenant Colonel Gade. I say Farm Girl Rebel for Secretary of the VA. Listen, see, family, I'm dealing with genius people here. So 40%, right now the increase for 2026 is going to be $795.84. That's roughly about $800. If they do it based on the percentage, that you get for 100%, making it the percentages mean something based on the numerical value, it would be $1,575. Do you know what the difference of that is? Family, that's almost $800 more than you're getting now. Now, Farm Girl Rebel says that, first, right now, 30% for 2026 is going to be $552.47. If they do it based on 100%, what's 30% of 100%? It would be $1,881. No wonder they VA got their own math. Oh, she said a correction. It'll be $1,181. Say, you got my vote, Farm Girl Rebel from Paul Cox. Then 20%. Right now, the new cost of living increase will be, for 20%, will be $356.66. if we would do it based on the value of 100%, based on that, it would be $787. Come on, family. That is a big difference. That's almost a $400 difference, family. Come on now. We got to see people that are watching the channel is growing. Family, this is the way my videos work. A lot of people don't get views on old videos, but because all my videos are meaningful and they're based on particular topics that are always relevant to veterans, I still get views. I'm still getting between 3,000, about 4,000 to 7,000 views a month. Now, even though some videos may say I got 100, some might say I got 400, some may have 1,000. It depends. Now, Phone Girl Rub say, I'll be your administration person to adjudicate Gabe's attitude. To adjust, hold on, I can't see it. I'd be your admin person to adjust Gabe's, we're going to call him Gabe, Lieutenant Gabe, but we're going to call him Gabe. Attitude, that's his new name. And Coach to say, Farm Girl Rebel has my vote. Uh-oh, now listen. Listen what Farm Girl Rebel say. No one would want me to be in a place like Dougie. They would all hate me, but we would support you as the veteran. What Secretary of the VA ever had the popular support of the veteran? I'm back. My phone family issues. Yeah, my little stuff I was cutting up. It was issues with me earlier. It wasn't even, I had left my headset in the vehicle in my car. Gabe, glad you're back, Charleston. Yes, indeed. Now, Betty Bob said, hello, Charleston. Now, listen, this sister breaking it down. Y'all breaking it down, family. We only been here 43 minutes. We getting through this stuff. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, I honestly think if they leveled out the percentages to reflect the real number. So if you got 100% and if it's about $4,000, 90% would be 90% of that $4,000. That's what they're talking about. This is brilliant. See, by coming together and talking, we hashing these things out. I've never heard somebody say that before. Have y'all ever heard that before? Very smart. I think Farm Girl Rebel's the one come up with it. And some of you came up with some other ingenious ways to do it. They probably have a lot less 100% because people would be compensated and not feel the pinch, monetarily as much. Yeah, so people would be more satisfied with a 10% rating. People would be more satisfied with a 70% rating. But because they're so far apart, it's such a gap. Come on, we're talking about $400 for 10% and about $4,000. Come on now. About $4,000 for 100%. Let me ask you this here. Let me go back to this chart. Y'all tell me this here. Riddle me this, Batman. No, it ain't even no, it's about two. It's going to be about 180. Man, that's way less than 10%. 180 is what of 4,000? Now, let's say 200 is what percentage of 4,000? Wow. Betty, we will clean up. We'll clean shop. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's why they want to get rid of the ratings between 0 and 60%. I think we need to push for that. I think if we push, they'd have to do it. Come on, fam. Say exactly. Now, more is less we talked about. The worse your condition is, the more VA compensation you get. You know how they used to say more money, more problems? You know how they said that in the song? Well, in this case, more problems, more money. Let's talk about it. Sounds like term disabled is mean equal unemployable 100%. Come on now. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Now, so the more you can complete work tasks, people saying, well, you can work. That's how, well, the more you can do, the greater the chance that the claim will be denied. Claim is denied. And so that's why it will be based on the severity level. Well, first you having a service-connected disability, a diagnosis and a service connection for that diagnosis, and the severity level. And I don't think a lot of times civilians understand severity level. The VA people, the people from Congress, some of them understand it because they get disability. And you can really work between 0 and 90%. And if we were able to get that where it was actually, they would pay more, they would level it out, as our sister Farm Girl Rebel would say, 0 or at least 10 to 90% would mean a lot. And 0% would mean a lot. Think about that. In most cases, you can work without affecting your compensation. If they had fair percentages, in my opinion, those lower ratings, 10 to 90% that you can get compensated for, would mean more financially. Tell me what you mean about this statement. I'm trying to understand. I hope I answered your question right, Brother Charleston. You say, sounds like term disabled is meaning unemployable, 100%. Well, they're trying to make it total absolute. However, and this is what we're going to be getting into here. If they look at it like Social Security, they want to model it after Social Security disability benefits. They want to do it like this. They want it to be an all or none thing. All right? Either you totally disabled or you're not. That's why they're trying to get rid of the lower ratings. That's why they're trying to get rid of, they starting out with 0 to 60. And if they can do that, they're going to get rid of everything from 90 down. And the only thing you're going to be able to qualify for is 100%. And then they were talking about taking away what? Chapter 35 educational benefits and champion healthcare. Well, you won't be permanent total without those two. So now it'll only be a temporary 100%. So you have to go back continuously, go back for reevaluations of your 100%. Because now they have to do you like fish in the bears, only the 100%ers, and then they can focus on you. We can't let them take 0% away. No service connected rating array. We gotta stir it up. You hear me? See, but with Social Security, it's all or nothing, right? But with VA disability, they pay us in increments. So some people feel like, well, either you're totally disabled or you're not totally disabled. How can you be partially disabled? Because of the way the system works. Are you okay with the way the system works based on the severity level and how it limits your ability to work or function in daily life? Are you okay with that? Or do you think they need to change that? Now let's see what our sister Farm Girl Rebel says. One thing I do agree with Gabe is on the term disabled. I prefer injured veteran or service compensated. Oh, come on, family. Give us some terms instead of disabled veteran. What should they call us? She has some excellent term here. Injured veteran. Hey, I wouldn't want to take it. What about, injured veteran? Yes. Injured veteran is good. Service compensated, I like that. What about service compensated? Service compensated. I like both of those. Where did you come up with it? You sitting out there with them animals all day and you coming up with all this. And people in Congress can't come up with it. Those animals not talking to you, are they, Farm Girl Rebel? Those goats better be quiet. I don't like disabled for anyone. Okay, so you agree. How do y'all feel about the term disabled? Ooh. And what about the word disorder? Do y'all have a problem with the word disorder? Listen to what Charleston said. 100% H-Town, work is 40 hours, full-time work, ability, 90%. They don't care amount of hours work. Come on now. Man, y'all coming with it. Now listen what she say. Gotta think of something when I'm shoveling poop. You thinking about a lot of stuff. How y'all feel about the word disorder? No, disorder describes most of Congress. So you don't want to be in VA. The VA haven't balanced their books. I showed y'all the video. I don't want to show it again because it make y'all mad, where they couldn't give the accurate amount of how much money they got, how many people they just barely did it last year when they got on them with that heat last year. Remember, I showed you all the numbers, how many disabled veterans. It took years for them to do that. Talking about the computers don't work properly and all this. Dull Plow. Okay, Dull Plow. Man, family, y'all. Yes, indeed. Now, family. This is a big problem everybody got. This is the biggest one in my opinion. And y'all tell me which one y'all think the biggest one. Service connection. I like that. Just service connection or service compensated. That's just cool. They don't have to, they should get rid of they shouldn't get rid of the benefits, but the words. I like that. Boy, y'all coming up with some excellent service connection. They say, what are you? I'm service connected. Service connected for what? I'm service connected at 0%, 10%, 20, 30. Service connected, 100% permanent total. Just like we use, and just drop that disabled part. So instead of having disability compensation chart, just have VA service connection compensation chart. Compensation chart. Come on now. Yes, I'm starting. Geez. Come to think of it, disabled describes most of Congress, but others than that, they are negative words. You know what? You're right. I like that, Betty. Come on now. Now, another problem they got with us is the free time, family. As disabled veterans, that the more we're getting assistance through the VA, people think we have a lot of free time, and they like, hey, I got to work full time. But family, are you just sitting around all day? If a veteran is just sitting around all day, they may be in a bad place where they back or body, they can't move. A lot of people hating on us because of our free time. Congress say we got to work all these hours, but you getting paid to stay at home, to not work. That's how they look at it. Do you think veterans deserve the fact that do we have free time? Do we have too much free time? Is that causing a financial burden? Let's talk about it. Service-connected veterans. I like that. Oh, you added into it. Yes, service-connected veterans. I like that. You say, Farm Girl Rebel. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, indeed. See, we lift each other up here. What do you think Farm Girl, by you having and thank you for all of you that have joined the live stream. We appreciate you being here, whether you're in the chat, watching this live or recorded. We really want to put this information out. We want to be a voice for our fellow veterans. Where other people are speaking for us or speaking at us, we're going to speak for ourselves. That's why the chat is open and is an important part of the live stream. Farm Girl Rebel said, everybody show love to Farm Girl Rebel for her suggestions, and our sister Betty Bobs and Brother Charleston. Now, who else to put some good stuff in there? And Brother Charleston for this wonderful information. Thank all y'all and everybody else, of course, too. But those three has been putting it in some very good concepts. If we can get them to talk to Gabe, we'd be all right. Now, looking for a doctor in the community care is a full-time job by itself. Let me ask you this here. What takes up your so-called free time? Appointments, looking for a doctor in community care, trying to make sure everything is straight. What are some of the things as a service-connected veteran? What are some of the things that take up a lot of your time during the week, during the day? Navigating my benefits take up a lot of time. When my daughter's in school, making sure that I'm going to my appointments. Because see, even though we may not work or work as much, we still got to get treatment. Is treatment our job? This is why I tell veterans, the VA is your job. How y'all feel about that? Is the VA your job to an extent? Well, really, isn't it? Is it your job once you be whether in some points, even if you're not service connected, if you're going to the VA hospital, is that treatment your job, your responsibility to stay healthy for yourself, your family, and for your fellow veteran? Huh? Now listen, Betty Bob say, Farm Girl Rebel, I really like service connected veteran. Now I don't remember who came up with it, but all y'all, and I like that statement. Charleston made up that too. Brother Charleston said about that 100%. I like that statement. Can't find it now. Charleston say, thank you. Thanks for thinking, Farm Girl Rebel. Yes, indeed. Now listen, everybody show some love. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, thinking can be a very dangerous thing for me. I try not to do it too much. Oh, girl, stop downplaying it. Stop downplaying your talent. See, we got to encourage each other here. Let me tell y'all something. This is amazing. Do you know people, I'm going to have to open up the comments. They be on the channel commenting when they watch the video. Paul Cox say, thank you, Farm Girl Rebel, Betty Bobs, and Charleston. This is what I wanted to be about, centered around the family here. And for those of you that are watching recorded, we thank you for being here, and you're an important part. Don't think we're ignoring you. You're important, because everybody can't watch live. You got other things going on. Now, Charleston say, my free time is called VA appointment, VA for appointment, keeping my prescription, keeping my bills paid, and truck working for driving. Family, think about it. Transportation is important. The VA calls me all the time. On that appointment list, it looked like it's 12 things on that appointment list. And then if they, let me ask you this, don't get mad if I ask you this. They talking about free time. Don't get mad. Have you ever had an appointment and 1 or 2 days before the appointment, the VA canceled the appointment? Whoever had that happen, put a 1 in the chat, or put a 1 in the chat if you've ever had an appointment and it was a day or 2 before the appointment and the VA canceled it without notice. Or at the last minute they notified you. I had one for me. Give me a moment. Give me a second, family. So Charleston said, yes, it's happened to him. Coasty, the VA has canceled the appointment for him right before he was supposed to go. So what if you set up everything? Somebody was supposed to take you to the appointment, or you had set up Uber Health. No, let's cancel. That's in jeopardy. You got to call Uber Help and cancel that, right? Or do your doctor cancel it? Brother Terrell Mullins said, Show him love. He say, number one, they've canceled at the last minute. I'm gonna get to your other comments. J. Oliver say they canceled at the last minute. Wow, Farm Girl Rebel say yes, canceled twice. And y'all got to consider the fact that some of you are in remote rural areas, and some of us live in the suburbs. Some of us don't have adequate transportation. And people say, well, why is the VA your job? Why is your free time spent doing that? Because if we don't get treatment, they could try to reduce us, saying that your condition, you didn't continuously seek treatment, so we were just chilling at home. No. Paul Cox say, one for sure. You right, H-Town. Everybody showing love. Now we're gonna get back to the comments. Thank y'all for your patience. Now let me get up here because I don't want to miss nothing. Let me see. Okay, I read that one. Full-time patient and rehab therapy patient. Come on now. Betty Bob say, thank you, Paul. Then Foreign Girl Rebel says, it's like a campfire round table here. Yes, indeed. See, family, we're not just babbling. You notice we've been talking for a whole long time. 6 months to a year, some of us. I've been doing live streams. Over a year. A good year and a half now. That's amazing. We got about 260 videos, I think. Now think about this here. We learn something pretty much every time we come on. How is that possible? Because we're exchanging information with each other. Remember, the philosopher Plato said that teaching is a dialogue, an exchange back and forth. Not one way. Say, what fee? Charleston, that is a full time for sure. Yes, indeed. Now, Farm Girl Rebel says, I have to go in as my right arm and hand is now almost completely numb. I am dreading this. Okay, you got to go into what, the VA, or you got to go in the house? Let us know if you're all right now, sister. We want to make sure you're all right. Or you got to go in the house, or you feeling bad right now, or you got to go in for an appointment. Now listen to what Betty Bob say. We talking about this free time, family. Betty Bob says, I just recently, in October 2025, for my pre-op, my surgery on November the 5th, 2025, pre-op appointment was October 20th, okay? The 20th of October. So luckily, I got an appointment on the 22nd, October 2025. They've actually canceled, you know, they call certain things like colonoscopy surgeries. They've canceled one of them on me. Everybody showing love to Terrell. Yes, indeed. Farm Girl Rebel says, Betty, how do you keep up? I'm having issues keeping up myself. And she got to feed these animals. I think they motivate her. Farm Girl Rebel saying hi to Terrell. Everybody showing love. Charleston says, Ship made Betty Bobs understand going through that right now for December surgery. Wow, a lot of families having surgeries. Prayers with you. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, I found this channel about 8 months ago. I just remember it was cold outside. How long have y'all been coming to the channel, family? Family, I need to know from y'all, please, because I don't remember exactly when everybody come. Farm Girl Rebel say she found it 8 months ago. Do you remember how long ago you found this channel? Give us the best estimate. How long ago, Charleston, when you came here, was Farm Girl Rebel already, or you became before her? Because I think you and Betty Bops was kind of around. She kind of came around the same time you came, Charleston. Betty Bops was kind of the transition when I was getting rid of them expert trolls and all that stuff. And you know, a lot of good happened back then. I can't lie, because they wasn't really acting up. They were just kind of building up their thing to crash out. But we had a lot of good times back then, I have to say. And then people turn around and say, pivot, pull their mask off. Farm Girl Rebel say, going to the VA to see what the heck is going on. Make sure you look at that patient advocate if they're not helping you properly. I'm sure it's my spine issue, but it making it difficult to do anything, even type. Oh Lord, sister, will be careful with typing. Can you do the voice thing, or just sit there and watch us? Oh, we don't want you. Look, and that weather probably is not helping. Have they done X-rays yet, sister? Brother Terrell says, hi, everyone. And can you believe the nerd of Gabe? That's that Lieutenant Colonel. I'm calling him Gabe now for simple. Lieutenant Colonel retired. What would he say about your pain? Now, hi, Terrell Mullins. And they speaking. Farm Girl Rubber say Betty and Charleston were here when I came aboard. Okay. How long y'all been here? Who was here when y'all came aboard? Benny and like Bionic Woman been along, I mean, almost from the beginning. Benny, Bionic Woman, I want to say either Rose City D or Madre. One of them was here since the beginning. Alaskan Ice and Boomer, they were like here, like my third my third broadcast live, second or third. That first one I had some people come up, but they stayed for a little while, but they moved on. But they chatted a lot. I got to give it to them because people being doing other stuff. Charleston say yes, me, Betty Bobs at the same time, because I remember that. I remember because y'all came in and made me feel good. Let me see. In the same time, I stayed because of her. She'll make. Look at it. Look at it. You ain't got no sense. I ain't important. Okay. Y'all a mess. That's all right, though. Every one patient advocate because friends with them. Every one patient advocate, friends with them. So do you suggest that everybody have a patient advocate and know who their patient advocate is? We're talking about free time. We talking about it now. That's what we're going. No X-ray, but EMG. Has anyone had an EMG? I think that's that thing they put the little stickers on you and it keeps track of things. Let me ask you this, Farm Girl, please. Have they sent you to a specialist yet? She said, I do not recommend. So the EMGs, okay. What is actually that? What is that procedure? Farm Girl was saying, never heard of a patient advocate. Tell her what a patient advocate is, Farm Girl. This, I'll tell you what I know. I've had one. That's the person you can go to your clinic, and that's the person that's supposed to help you if you want to change your doctor. They advocate for you. Tell her what that is. I would say March of 2025. Betty say F. Now, Coach say, I don't remember when I found this channel. It's been quite a while. Yeah, were you already here when Betty Bobs and Charleston came? Were you already here, or did you come after them? Let us know if you remember Charleston. I mean, Coasting. Now, Farm Girl Rebel says, Jay, you and I came aboard around the same time. I think you, MG Smith, and Jay came the same time. Am I right about it? And when y'all came, y'all brought such a calming spirit. Y'all really, because I didn't have to worry about y'all trying to flip on me. I could just sense with MG Smith and Jay Oliver, with when Farm Girl Rebel and Charleston came, I could tell these were good people, man. Oh, I'm just bigging y'all up, aren't I? Now, Coasty say EMG are awful. It sucks like shock treatment. What is it? What in the world is EMG? What is that? That is so horrible. I've heard of EKG, but what is an EMG? Yes, Coasty. Good Lord, I was sweating. What in the world is it? Now, Charleston said, yes, I was before Betty and Charleston. Yeah, you kind of here when all this stuff you was here, but Charleston, Coasty just be chilling. He kept my spirits up. What I like about Coasty, he don't do a whole bunch of hoorah, but he'll say powerful things. And if I was to lose somebody like him, it would bother me. I shouldn't be sensitive. I shouldn't. But hey, because it really mean a lot to me. I know I go off on my little soapbox, but my heart is my heart. I'm sensitive. What they call me, sensitive preacher. Man, what in the world is that EMG? Got you sweating. H-Town, you made me promise not to be a troll. Did I do that? When I tell you that? I'm sorry. You made me promise not to be a troll. When did I do that? Oh, girl, I just be saying anything, don't I? Huh? That was back in the day. When I was back at the barn, the mule must have kicked me in the head or the gun. Okay, now. That is EKG, okay. EMG, they test the nerve damage. What do they stick a needle in you? What makes them so uncomfortable and unpleasant? What do they use to probe you? They put you in a big thing that scans your body. Let us know. Now, H-Town, read your medical records, and it will say ECG and not EKG. Oh, why is that? Why they call it EKG then? EMG, retromatogram. Coasty, so is shock. They shock you. Oh, they do shock. Oh man, that's not cool. Now let's go back. See, so anybody that's watching us that's not a veteran think we have a whole bunch of free time. We are doing a lot of things to schedule our appointments, go to our treatment, take our medication. We have a lot of stuff we're doing during the day. Coping when we have real serious periods of our condition, like our sister, and we're going to be praying and we're going to be here for you. Any type of advice we can give our sister Farm Girl Rebel, because when we have episodes of our condition, sometimes it's harder than others. That's what I need y'all to understand. I think it was developed by the Nazis. Yeah, it's unfortunate that they were so horrible in some of the things they did, but they had some of the most intelligent and smart doctors. They just did horrible things with their technology. That's the real trip part about it. A lot of doctors were there. It should be changed to non-pay work. No, what should be changed to non-pay work? Tell me what that is. Non-free time. Oh, non-pay work and free time. Non-pay work. Now, the problem is for some people to have that we getting passive income, tax-free passive income on our free time. That's why we have so much free time, what they call it, but really we be busy. And our money continues whether or not we work, but they don't understand our work. Okay, the free time, they say no pay work. Okay, yes, that's the free time. Okay. And so people saying, wow, you get paid whether you go to work or not. It's bigger than that. They're not paying us to sit at home. They're not paying us for the free time. They're paying us because of the loss of use that limits us from doing other things. And while we're there, we have pain. We have other things that we have to cope with. Number 8, one of the biggest things that a lot of people feel that these disabled veterans, so the question is, why are disabled veterans seen as a financial burden to the U.S. government and Americans in general? Well, a lot of people say, well, hey, I understand we giving compensation to the veteran, for their loss of use. But why that mean we got to give stuff to the family? Veteran family here. Let me ask you a question. Do they have a point? If you as a disabled veteran deserve VA disability compensation, why should our family members, our spouses, and our children deserve it too? Huh? Some of them are working. Some of them didn't. Well, they didn't. Some of them didn't go in the military. Why should my daughter be able to get VA benefits to go to school when she didn't join the military? Is that fair? Is that a problem? Let us know. Some people say they children don't get to do that. My job don't pay for my children to go to school. I got to take it out of my check. What y'all think? Is that unreasonable for them to think that way? What's your opinion? Now listen. Betty Bob say, H-Town, do not forget, you have to mentally prepare yourself before these nasty admin people for your appointment. Lord have mercy. My dentist called me. You know the one I went to the dentist? Because he's trying to get these appointments. He noticed that they didn't have me set up properly. They put me in for what they call it, because I had no ride there because my daughter using the truck to go to work. And the other car just got back. And the dentist called me trying to work it out. He say they approve. Now check it out. He say that I might need to go to Veteran Advocate. Yeah, I may have to go to VA Advocate or whatever they call. He say they approved it because I talked to him. They say, oh yeah, your Uber Health, your Uber ride is approved, and then they disapproved it. The person over them disapproved it, saying I could walk 8 miles. Do you know how far 8 miles? And we don't have no. I'm in an area where we don't have no sidewalks and stuff. I gotta walk right next to the freeway to get to the park and ride. 8 miles is like what? 3 or 4 hours? About 4 hours. 4 hours there. It's gonna take me another 4 hours to get to the VA. Then 4 hours to get back. This on the bus ride. 4 hours on the bus ride back, and 4 hours to walk home. Is that reasonable? Is that reasonable for me to spend 16 hours? And that's not counting the time at the appointment. Man, I don't know. Paul Cox say, because the family was impacted by the veteran's injury in most cases. Real talk. I want to hear y'all opinion. See, when you have a loss of income because of your disability, it doesn't just affect you. It affects who? It affects the veteran's family too. So if you were to provide, were providing your family health care through your job, you were saving for your child's college fund, but now you can't work, these are offset that. H-Town, you can't get a veteran advocate. I'm gonna try to do that. Can you call them, or do you have to go up there to the VA hospital? Well, all I can say, active duty children attend government schools. Yes, they do. On a board basis, and freedom ain't free. Woo! If they didn't want us to have these benefits, stop making us commit to 4-year contracts in the military, 8-year contracts for military service. Because my question is this, family, that's our priority. They don't really want to let us work in no other job. I've seen some people that's active duty work in some other job, but they don't really like you working. Say, Betty Bob say, you can call a patient advocate. I'll do it by Friday. Yes, indeed. And I'll get back with you. Now, Jala say, the disability took your earning power and ability away from your family. Come on. We need you speaking. Y'all, wonderful people speaking speaking the Congress. Family, we only been here an hour and 20 minutes. We ain't gonna stay long because we started later. We getting this stuff done. Family, who qualifies as a dependent? See what happens with them, the civilian world, and so maybe some people in Congress that don't know about the benefits, they might say, well, okay, I understand your spouse is your dependent. Understand your children are dependent. But why children over that's 25 or 30? Well, they might be helpless child. A lot of them don't know that. And if you got somebody like Lieutenant Colonel Gade, the one explaining this to him, you think he gonna explain it right? He gonna muddy it all up. Especially the dude talking about for the veteran of foreign wars, talking about what? Something he called him. I forgot what he called him. He called him some perverse incentives. And then a lot of people like, what? Your parents can be your dependent on your VA benefits? Yes. But a lot of people may not, they say my parents can't be dependents at my job. Well, this is a different situation. Some of us take care. If you had to take care, if you've taken care of your family before, right? Not my mom, but my aunt. I had to help take care of her. We used to go by and see her at her house. And I tried to put on my benefits, but she made too much. If you had to take care of your mom, dad, or your spouse's mom or dad, or some aunts or nieces or whatever, let us know by putting family in the word family in the chat. If you've ever had to take care of a family member, see, that's how they can become a dependent. You had to help them when they were sick or they was in a bad place. Oh, MG Smith, I done talked you up. He's H-Town, good evening, and the family veterans. Said this is impromptu now. Everybody show love to MG Smith. Now listen to what y'all say. Old Smiley is a suck up, would lose those sweet federal contracts. Charleston, if you ever run into him, please don't bring his contracts up. I bet in the Navy, y'all have a name for people like that. You probably can't say it. Can you say it? Everybody's Betty's showing love to MG Smith. So is Charleston. And they say hello. He said hello to Betty. Betty's saying family. So she's had to take care of family. I remember you were saying about your mother that you had to do a lot of stuff to help with your mother. You had to go back up there to the property she leased, and you did a good job. We're so proud of you, Betty Bob, because she got family in the South and have our family in New York. Say, MG, glad you are here. Yes, indeed. Coasty say, hi, MG. MG Smith in the house. MG in the house. Paul Cox say, hello, MG Smith. Look at everybody showing love. Jay Oliver say, MG Smith. Then MG Smith say, farm girl, thank you and hello. And Jay Oliver say, family. So I had to take care of family before. So this is what people need to understand. Our earning capacity, our lack of earning capacity affects not only us, but our family, children, spouses, and parents. So hold on. Here we go, Fred. Give us a Hey, fam, look, if my throat keep bothering me, I'm gonna go into that hospital, that VA. It's like I don't know. I don't know if it ain't cold. It's like a little mucus or something. Clear, just like my throat itch. Now, MG Smith say, which will the VA give you allergy medication? MG Smith said, hello, Charleston Paul. Everybody's saying hi to each other. So what I was saying was the healthcare programs that our family get, they're entitled to it because that helps us, because if we had a job, we would have to have healthcare insurance. And this is at the most extreme end of VA compensation, a compensated veteran. It's when you are totally disabled and totally and permanently disabled. So yeah, healthcare is important. It's not bad policy, Mr. Paul. And Chapter 35 is not bad policy. Because my daughter went to school. She's an accountant right now. She got one more test to take. She took 3, passed 3 of them. She got one more, and that'll be it. So I'm gonna go up there and ask for some. Let me know, family. I think that's what it is. Say, Betty say allergy medication. Yes, okay. They will give it to you. Yes, they will give you allergy medication, Paul. I'm asking for some. Because other than that, I don't feel nothing else. It's just every once in a while my throat gets irritated. And it's kind of when I talk a lot. Because all during the day, if I ain't talking, it don't do nothing. Yes, they will give you allergy meds. Thank you so much. I believe they will. Everybody give me their thoughts. I appreciate you. We only been there an hour and a half. Family, we done with that part. So the question was, are disabled veterans seen as financial burdens to the U.S. government and Americans in general? My question, I'm going to ask you like this here. Do you believe yourself to be a financial burden to the U.S. government and the American government in general? Do you feel that you're a burden? Or is that fair for them to feel that way? Is it fair for them to believe you to be a burden? Okay. Do you feel that you are a burden? And why not? Because we want you to speak for yourself. Do you feel that you are a burden, that your health care that you get from the VA, your VA compensation, your service connection, other benefits that you get as far as the VA home loan, just for the state benefits you get, what they would consider perks? Do you feel that you're a burden? If not, why? Now listen to what Brother Charleston said. Remember, civilian health group insurance don't cover disabled veterans. I wonder that Lieutenant Colonel Gade has in his company. I wonder what kind of, yes, I wonder what kind. Oh, they won't cover disabled veterans. Yeah, so I wonder, do he cover them? But he wants to get off the disability, so he probably wouldn't even hire you if you were disabled. He say he got them, but they getting health care through the VA. Does he offer it to the veteran too? With all those subsidies. Am I pocket watching? He say, no, I don't. He don't feel bad. He don't feel like he's a financial burden. I don't feel like I'm one. Hostess say, I don't feel like one. J. Oliver say, no, I don't feel like a financial burden to the country. All that Lieutenant Gade is saying, and what some of the people in Congress are trying to allude to, Do you feel like a burden? Yes or no? J. Oliver say no. Charleston say no. Listen to what J. Oliver says. I honored my contract. We gave them the best years of our life, and our job took a toll on our health. Yes. Come on now. I hope you're doing good, Farm Girl Rebel. If you're not feeling well, I know you can't type. I'm letting you know if you're still here, we love you. We pray for you, and you are very important to us. So don't try to type if you're in pain, okay? We just want you to know you are important to us. We ain't gonna never forget about you. We know you know it ain't easy right now. And that's why I don't like people making fun of our state, talking about moral. It ain't got, let me tell you something, it's immoral. That's what I got a problem with. How can somebody like Lieutenant Colonel Gade, retired, speak so much about morality and all of his rhetoric is anti-veteran? Other than a few platitudes. Huh? Now listen what Betty Bob say. I am not a burden. Where do they get money to fund other programs that is secretly not known to veterans? Yes. And they got money for wars. Do they ever run out of money for wars? They started Space Force. They could have just made that part of the Air Force. They had money for that. They got money to control and manipulate the Congress so their businesses can do better. Now, Betty Bob say insurance will not cover you. I wonder what Congress has to say about that. So my husband don't mention we are veterans. Ooh. They discriminate against us for our service. Now, Farm Girl Rebel saying, I am still here, not in pain, but been a little sick to my stomach. Okay. We here, we just want to know you ain't. I'm letting you know we care. Now I wasn't trying to pull you. I want you to relax, because I'm gonna tell you what. I have so much respect for you, Farm Girl Rebel. You were working, and you said I'm coming home from work, and I just thank God for you, and Betty Bops and all y'all, Jay Oliver, y'all just mean so much to me. Charleston, you all right too, and I really appreciate you, Charleston. The fact that you got able to, beat my hero. And I thank God for it, because you telling me that story it just made my day. I've been smiling every day now. Every day you tell me about it, I just could be trying to imagine you talking to him and you seeing him going and dive. And at that point, he had lost one of his legs. I think that's amazing. I didn't know he was still. I don't know if they showed that in the movie. That he was still going down and doing dives. I didn't know that. Charleston say, Betty Bob's shipmate, that sounds funny, strange. I won't comment. Let me see. Oh, that's just for her. Okay. Now, family, y'all been so incredibly patient with me. We just been here. We ain't gonna stay long. They've been coming through, family. We've been doing good. Y'all have been on cold, family. We've been supporting each other. This makes other people want to come and listen in. The views have just been going wonderful. Let me see what the subscriber count is right now. Let me check the subscriber count. We have 2,203 subscribers, family. Thank all my subscribers, and those that are considering subscribing. We'll love to win your subscription. Now, family, if this information has been informative, how we doing, Betty Bops, on those likes? If you have time, I know you probably just did it not so long ago. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're not going over VA law tonight, but we might do a little news. Let me see what I got. A couple of people sent me some things. We have, Betty Bob said we have 13 likes and 11 watching. Yes, indeed. Thank y'all for being here, fam. Let me see, can I pull something up? But Sunday we gonna be, Thursday we'll be going into some stuff. We're gonna do, I think I want to do plenty of news, get some updates with y'all. Let me see what we got here. Our sister, couple of our sisters. Let me see what we got. All right, now family, let me share my screen. We want to thank my sister, our sister Betty Bobs. Let me get there. Let me make sure I can pull this down. Let me see. How do I pull that in? Because I'm trying not to pull up her information, you know. I like to keep stuff private, so I'm trying to get it without it putting up. How can I forget that? I know I gotta have a way to download it. I forgot how to do that. I ain't worth the quarter on a good day, family. We'll go over next time. I'm gonna have to try to download it because it ain't making sense on that. Let me see. Can I get to next? Okay. Oh, maybe I can hit the link like that. Let me see. Give me a second. That's like on a Facebook thing. Let me see if I can pull it up. All right, I got it. It was the link was inside there. Thank you, Betty Bobs. We're gonna come with it here. All right. Give me a sec. Now, as the government shutdown is over, how many days? If it's over, tell me how many days it's been over. I believe the government shutdown is over. All right, let's see what we got. They are honoring women veterans here. Let's see what we got. Female veterans. Now, family, this is great here. The Center for Women Veterans. Listen to this here. And it's, I am a veteran. Yes, you are. Showing all the women veterans here. The Women Veteran Step-by-Step Guide to Benefits and Services. Look at all these female veterans. Look at that. Y'all see that? Go over there and say, the CWV Women's, I keep moving. Here's the director, executive director here. I'm looking for a name. And they just switching through. Go over there to va.gov. You can see this information. If you'd like to know more, they got a lot of good information over here about benefits for disability, small businesses. Lieutenant Gage might be mad about this. Look, special for women, veteran-owned small business, which is important because women have unique things that they do as veterans and unique businesses. You know, that's very good. I like that. Now, Farm Girl Rubber said, thanks. I am relaxing, just mainly listening. I get a little worried when I get sick due to a previous near-death experience with septic. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. So we want you to stay positive, but let your husband know now. Let your husband know. Oh, I didn't mean to put that on there. Let your husband know so he'll know, and call your kids and your youngins and let them know. I know you don't want to worry people, but keep everything and keep everybody informed. Now listen, say Farm Girl Rebel say thanks. I keep a tight watch on things since my trip to the ICU a couple of years ago. Yeah, you do that. Don't let nothing stress you out, sister. H-Town, when the government shut down, this from Betty Bob, I could not send it directly to you. Okay, you couldn't. Oh, because of the website. The website was messy. Okay, yeah, messed up. Betty Bob says, it's only been 2 days that I know of. How long have they been open? Somebody said they opened last week. Yes, a couple of days now. Wow. Can we go over to the VA right now? Can we go to the VA regional office? Do you think, are they fully open up? What percentage are they open up? Let us know. What percentage are they open up? We go back to the news. What percentage are they open up, fam? Inquiring minds want to know. Let me see if I got something else in here. Now we got give me a second here. We got our sister. Okay. Our sister Alaskan Ice. She sent us some information about the from a YouTuber. I'm gonna put it on here because I kind of listened to the first part, and it was go over there and check it out. Get a chance. The 5, they say, hidden rules to the VA schedule. So let's see if something hidden on here. Let me see. Can I share this here? Share screen. This was our sister son is here. I want to make sure I pull it up right. Okay, family? All right. And this is from, I want to say, I forget who the guy is. Let me go back. I'm going to go outside the video because I ain't going to play it. It's a VA top 5. You got about 2.95 subscribers. And she sent us to some real good people. Go over and check them out. The top 5 hidden rules in the VA rating schedule. Check it out. Now, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got on. Let's catch up with the chat, family. We ain't been in there but an hour and 44 minutes. You would think we've been here 2 hours. Now, listen to what Farm Girl Rebel says. She said, I feel bad for some of the people who didn't get paid and some of the services that were unavailable. But hey, at least they didn't start any wars while Congress wasn't working. Yes. Let me ask you a question. Will they get their full payback? Oh, they're only going to give them a percentage of their pay. Do they get their full pay that they lost during this time? How would that work? Let us know. Charleston says, MG Smith, 2 days and they be tripping down in Washington for sure. They probably cutting up over there. Now listen, she said, hey, I'm a half owner of my husband's business. Never knew there were perks. Oh Lord, you better start listening to Lieutenant Colonel Gabe. What it say? You say you know all these perks they talking about, huh? Betty Farm Girl Rebel. I'm exactly surprised myself. Then MG Smith talking to Charleston says, I've been watching the news too. What did y'all see on the news lately? What did y'all hear? We have 14 likes and 12 watching. Then we have MG Smith say, there is a certain senator is saying they shouldn't be paid if the government is shut down. Well, it wasn't their fault that the government was shut down. How they gonna pay their bills? What would stop shutdown? Let me ask you, when the shutdown happened, was Congress getting paid? Was the Senate and the House getting paid? But I guess I'm looking at things the wrong way. Maybe they see something I don't see. I don't know. I just don't feel it's fair. Family, so we went over a little news tonight. Thank you, Betty Box, for the articles. And Alaskan Ice, thank you for the article. And family, about our channel, if you got anything to say, y'all go ahead. And this is our mission statement for the new people to the channel. Our mission is to first be informative. Before we start having live streams, we were informing people about the benefits. And our channel is different from any other channel. You can go back and watch videos and learn something new. And we specific most of the time. So most of our videos, you can go back and watch them a year later, 10 years later, and they will be relevant because we do things in a topical way. MG Smith say that would stop shutdown. Yeah, you may if they didn't get paid. MG Smith say yes, they were getting paid. Wow. Now let's see about the TSA thing. TSA workers were supposed to get $10,000 bonus. What happened to the bonus? Who got their bonus? Who got coasted? Who got those bonuses? That's kind of convenient. Now listen, MG Smith say that senator was Lindsey Graham. That surprised me. He seemed to be kind of sympathetic toward people. I even though he's a Republican, that surprised me too. I've seen him do some compassionate things. Now, our live streams are on Sundays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time, and sometimes we'll have impromptu live streams. Many times they will be on Tuesdays like tonight. How to contact us, family. Y'all can keep chatting. Here's our contact and donation information. Our email is htownvetnorthside@gmail.com. And thank y'all for always being supportive. Our new releases, family. Hold on, what did it say? He called a certain somebody a moron. That's why I think he was somebody. I think it was justified. Our latest one talking about work limits. We're the only one that has that I know of to have a video that is this specific, dealing with work limits. If there's others out there, let me know. But we deal with the work limits based on your VA disability rating. Now, Paul say yes, Congress and the Senate were getting paid. I think one of the senators said that they shouldn't be getting paid if everybody else wasn't getting paid. Did they pay attention to that? Watch that. I love this thumbnail. This is a good thumbnail. Watch the video. Good too. Then we had the videos on Lieutenant Colonel Gay calling certain disabilities like hypertension, junk disabilities, tinnitus, different disabilities as junk disabilities. Now let's see what Paul's saying here. Paul say yes. Oh, I think I read that. Now MG Smith say yeah, Paul. That's what I tried to say. Okay, yes, indeed. Thank y'all. Now watch that video on so-called junk disabilities. Then we had a one where they putting mud on our name, this anti-veteran atmosphere. And we go into detail about that in this live stream. And this one was very good. Perverse incentives or proper compensation. We are talking about our benefits are based on the severity level or presumption of illness. Now, those disabilities may be junk to Gabe, but they're not to us. Come on now. He called them junk disabilities. That's very insulting. And does that show? Let me ask you a question. See, I don't want to get stirred up. A person that call our disabilities junk disabilities, does that show? He say he has a moral compass. Does it seem like he got a moral compass? Now, Paul says, thanks, MG Smith. Yes, indeed. Family, we're doing this thing. And this one here where he suggested Dr. Gade, Lieutenant Colonel, retired, said that we should start disability ratings at 70% and drop the ones from 0 to 100%. He said this before Congress, not as a moral statement on his own, but before a legal body of the government that changes laws. So he say one thing, but he actually means he's campaigning for something else, for them to change laws, not morality. Now we have the other one, perverse incentives, rewarding illness. We've been going in on this thing. And we talked about that Judas Goat, those that claim to represent us, but actually are trying to lead us to the slaughterhouse, to the wrong place. Now, and this is what we talk about the top states when it comes to veteran population, the states with the largest veteran population. Now, listen to say, Coasty say, no, he has, I guess, no, he don't have no moral compass, huh? Yes, indeed. But he always talking about he got a moral compass and then say the most immoral things. So family, we at the after party, anything you like to say, and we appreciate you for being here. We weren't going to keep you long. We're under 2 hours. We was going to try to make it a little shorter than that, but we did pretty good. And we want to hear from you, anything you want to say, any questions, concerns, or comments. And how's the weather where you at? I got a question. And, is it snowing, raining, windy? And what is the temperature? Let us know. And I'm going to let you know what the temperature is down here in Southeast Texas. It is 73 degrees. And the weather seems, I ain't supposed to rain coming up. Family, y'all been doing such an excellent job. Family, we're keeping between 10 and 13 people, 15 people in the chat. And I like that. And it's been very good. Thank you, Betty Box. She says, oh, I asked this skip. Farm girl say LOL about that no moral compass. Boy, that's a real hypocritical statement. Betty Box say 15 likes and 13 watching. And then Brother Charleston says it's 40 degrees and raining in Pennsylvania. Be safe, brother. Only go out if you have to. Farm girl say raining and 36 degrees in southern Minnesota. When you're going outside, sister, Farm girl rebel, do what you can, but tell your husband when you can't, and make sure you kind of check in with him, let you know that you're out there. Have some way, maybe with your phone or your walkie-talkie, and be careful in that mud and that weather out there. Okay. And I sure hate about what happened to you, that near-death, almost, that near-death experience that you had. Jay Oliver says 67 clear in Louisiana. MG Smith says 64 degrees and stormy, Cooksville, Tennessee. Now you say stormy, what kind of storm? Let us know, like a rainstorm. Tell me what kind of storm, brother. Got me concerned. Betty Bob say 39 degrees and windy in Maryland. Coasty say 32 degrees and clear. Interesting. In Massachusetts. I am not going out. Okay, Betty Bob's not. Now let me see. But my sister got to feed these animals. Let's see what she say. I always keep a phone. The mud is bad right now. For sure. See, for those you don't know, that when you dealing with animals, there's gonna be a lot of dirt and mud. And what happens is it freezes. Tell them how serious that is when you dealing. You got to be really careful walking. And then when it melts up some, it becomes slippery and you can fall. So be okay. MG Smith say thunderstorms, possible tornadoes. I was about to ask you, and I was concerned about asking you, brother, are you in tornado alley? Is Tennessee? I know Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, but what about Tennessee? And who do y'all share a border with to the south? Who's south of Tennessee, my brother? Let me know who's south of y'all. Now, Farm Girl say, almost dying gives a perspective and love of life I never had before. I'm grateful. And people like you guys, I'm grateful for. And we're grateful for you. And I thank God that you made it. And maybe this sounds selfish, so you could be here and bring the light to us that you bring. I really appreciate, because you and the rest of you in here, and I want to tell y'all, because, you know, I might check people, I might drag them, but I got a heart. I don't like doing that. And the people that I'm dragging know I don't like dragging them. I don't like blocking people. But you're not going to disrespect my channel. You're not going to disrespect me. I'm not going to tolerate it. You're not going to play dumb like you don't know what you're doing. It's just that I don't like all that. That's immature to me. That's childish. That's like when you used to have Star 69 on the phone. You could call somebody back and be playing Star 69 games and all that. Nobody got time for that. Now listen, Charleston say, so y'all mean so much to me. Y'all have been so incredible. And we don't have to agree on everything. But we can work together to make sure that we doing what's the best interest of us as veterans, as Americans, because we are Americans. Okay? Now, and you know, we are patriots. Now, shipmate, Betty Bob's, warm weather coming Sunday. Let me ask y'all something. I really want to know, Brother Charleston. Does it ever freeze when y'all on those ships out in the ocean? Y'all ever go through water that's frozen? What do y'all do? Just stay there? What do y'all do? Now, Paul Cox say 64 degrees, partly cloudy in Cullum, Alabama. Come on now. Family, y'all just mean so much to me. Huh? Come on now. Man, MG Smith, I'm glad tornado season is over with here. Okay, yeah, yes indeed. Farm Girl Rebel say, wow. MG Smith say, we're not in a tornado alley, and Georgia and Alabama are to the south. Okay. So Kansas ain't nowhere around you? I thought one of them states was, so that must be to the, what's to the, if you're facing the state on a map, what's to the left of you? That's interesting. Because I'm sure you share a border either with West Virginia or Pennsylvania or something like that, right? Betty Bob say, Charleston, Z, it's about time. Which is going up to 51 degrees. And Betty Bob says, Farm Girl Rebel, thank you for being in my life. Lord, that's why y'all keeping everybody from keep coming in here. We got 14 people in here, family, because y'all keep on all this old emotional stuff. Farm Girl Rebel say, Betty, hugs. Boy, y'all too much. What if we had a meetup one day that we met, that we did something in Atlanta, and whoever could make it, that we do it? If I ever got my money right, we do something like that. I have a whole thing set up. Man, we could meet up somewhere. Oh, man, on the ocean, weather comes and goes. You deal with it. Wow. You deal with it. And I don't know how y'all deal with those waves, because I know that ship shakes. Okay, so MG Smith said, Arkansas. Hold on. No. Arkansas can't be that close to you. Arkansas shares a border with Texas. Are y'all that close to Texas? Now I got to look at a map. Wait a minute. Now you got me confused now. I'll be doggone. Let's see here. My Lord. That is Memphis. Y'all share a border with, I didn't realize that. They share a border with Arkansas, and Arkansas shares a border with us. Or is that Mississippi? Hold on, but I can't tell. Arkansas, but Memphis is right there. It ain't that far from it, even if it don't share a border. Farm Girl Rebel say, because I don't see the borderline, I just see they kind of close. Farm Girl Rebel say, Tornado Alley starts in the north, where I am, and goes south. And I thought it did include Tennessee. I did thought that too, but I guess not. Learn something new. We learn something new every night. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, we all need a barbecue somewhere. Yes, indeed. I want to do my brisket. If we do the barbecue, what you gonna braid? I'm gonna do my signature brisket. You guess what I found out? You know Tyson Plant. This is what a gentleman was telling me, that you can go up there. Now, if you're a vegan or what do they call it? Vegan, or what's the other one? I keep wanting to say veterinarian, vegetarian. If you're a vegan or vegetarian, don't listen to this part. You can go up in the Panhandle to Amarillo, and you can they'll take a whole cow and chop them up for you. You can take a packet of them, sit at home. You can take it home. Okay, we got Mike Angleson in here. Mike Angelson. Mike, so everybody show love to Mike, okay? Yes, indeed. Let me get back up here. Yes, Mississippi. I'm sorry. Now listen to what Betty Bob say. H-Town, thank you so much for checking on me during my early post-op days, and when my husband had to leave out of town to take care of his father during his mother's passing. Well, no problem, sister. I should have did more, but I thank you so much for being, appreciating that. Thank you. God bless you. You're welcome. H-Town, go to see and Georgia Graph. Okay. J. Oliver say, and I got a D in typing. Oh, you got to see. Oh, you say you something else. Listen, in geography, okay. You something else, man. He got a C in geography and a D in typing. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, Betty, I'm glad someone here could check in with you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're going to try to make it, I want to make it where we can communicate. It's just people exploit it, man, So I'm trying to I'm having a crisis. Then they use it to troll once they get contact with people. So it just left a bad taste in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be an issue, but they exploit, and they do it. They're like, I got it now, so I don't care. And they don't know. They better leave me alone. Tell them fools to stop talking about, leave me alone. Tell them leave me alone. Tell them leave me alone. Cause I ain't got nothing for them on that. Charleston said, H-Town, didn't they teach map reading in tank school? Yeah, they taught compass and all that, and I wasn't the best at it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I failed general math twice. I wasn't the best at map and that compass thing. I couldn't. Yeah, you right. They did. Farm Girl Rebel, that's so true. And the brother Mike Angelson. I'm sorry. Mike said hi, and then good evening, Mike. Everybody saying good evening to Mike. And then we have everybody saying hi to Mike. Yes, indeed, evening, Mike. MG Smith, yes, indeed. Family, y'all done so incredible. I am so impressed how the people are staying around. So let's say our final goodbyes. We just made over 2 hours and 7 minutes, just a little over 2 hours. So family, I know it's impromptu and it's later. So I want to appreciate y'all for coming. Family, we did that thing tonight. And I appreciate anything y'all got to say, any closing statements or something that's on your heart that you would like to share with the veteran family here, because this is important that we build each other up. That helps, that's why y'all make me laugh sometime, and the Bible say that a happy heart is like medicine. Okay, now look, this just made my night. H-Town, have a lovely week. Yes, indeed. Betty Bops, with you in my life, we got 16 people. We just hit 16 people right when we get ready to leave. Now, that's the peak. Thank you for the night. And I will. And family, this is incredible because when you uplift each other, the reason H-Town is honest with you, and I know some of you may be turned off because I'm a black man or this. That's who I am. I'm going to be honest with you. I am a pro-black man. Matter of fact, I'm for my empowerment, but guess what I am? I'm also pro-veteran, and that's an important part of my life too. And my veteran family means so much to me, and I love you. It don't matter if you're male, female, black, or white. Now, if you're an alien, now we got some issues. I'm not saying I discriminate against aliens, but I don't feel comfortable around them. I will thank you for your service from a distance. Am I hypocritical, family? Family, am I hypocritical? H-Town, good night. And veteran family from MG Smith. Then we got Farm Girl Rebel say good night, H-Town, Betty, Coasty, Charleston, Jay, Mike. Then we have MG Smith, Terrell, Paul, everyone lurking and shy to participate. How long? Let me ask you this one last thing. Betty, you told me, how long did you wait before you started chatting in the chat? So some of you may not feel comfortable doing it. That's okay. And you may not ever want to do it. We glad that you're here and you listening to us because we feel your energy though. Wow, 17 likes, family, and 12 watching. And Paul say, good night, everyone. Betty Bob say, food. And then Coasty say, good night, family. Charleston say, good night, family, and all shipmates at sea. Yeah, be safe out there. Betty Bob say, good night, Farm Girl Rebel, Charleston Z, Zimmerman, MG Smith, Coasty, Charleston, Jay, Terrell, and Paul. And thanks tonight for Mike Engelson. Thank you for being here too. Thank you, family. Y'all have been so incredible. And family, let's see. I jumped right in after H-Town made me type, I am not a troll. Oh, Lord, did I make her type that? now I just say, no, I thought I told y'all to say yes, that you agree with the rules. Did I make you type that? I apologize if I did that, sister. How many times a week are you on? We're on twice a week on Mondays. Well, I'm kind of doing 3 times a week now. I'm kind of doing Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, but our official days is Sundays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. Now, look, 6 months off and on H-Town before I started talking. So she sit back. Some people sit back. Yes, you did. I did. Well, I'm wrong for that. I'm wrong. So I must apologize because I didn't mean it that way. God knows I didn't mean it that way. I ain't never tried to call nobody out like that. And if I did that, I apologize for him, Guerrero. I told you put in there, you not a troll. Anybody remember that? Could that me kind of misunderstood? I'm trying to clean it up, family, but if I said it, I apologize. Oh, Lord. Damn, I shouldn't have said that. Bad H-Town, bad H-Town. What they say on that movie, Bad Dobie, Bad Dobie. I thought it was funny. Well, it may have been funny, but I shouldn't have. I don't like picking on people out, so I apologize. I feel so bad about that, you know. And don't worry about it. Don't feel upset about it. It's just that I shouldn't have said that. So you can bring it up whenever you want. I'm gonna apologize to you again because wow, I didn't mean to say it, but I said it, so I take it. Now this is the highlight of my day. My days talking to the extended brothers and sisters. I wait 3 months to chat, and now I'm addicted. Good night, family, new and old. You heard that? That's why y'all shouldn't be trolling out there, because you got to hide in your fake account. And I'm going to tell you something. If I blocked you, you come in a fake account, you better not be chatting. If I catch you, you know I can tell sometimes. Remember when they was using that Miss Phenomenal account, I blocked that expert troll on that one too. Huh? And that scared him. So do right. Just come in. Don't disrespect my channel. Don't disrespect the chat. Now, MG Smith said, I listened for a couple of hours and jumped right in guard under the wire before the restriction. He got in there before H-Town got tight with everything. Now, Betty Bob said, H-Town, what about Thanksgiving next week? Now, that's why I say, I need to ask y'all, do y'all want me to cancel the one for Thanksgiving? Or are we going to come on later tonight, chat a little bit? What do y'all want to do? Are we off for Thanksgiving? Let us know. That's on y'all. Betty cooking something good. I'll be over. What y'all cooking? Turkey? CQ. You gonna have CQ? Oh Lord, what you know about CQ? Oh Lord, you gonna be sleeping. Family, y'all been so incredible tonight, family. And we talked about it. We talked about it tonight, family. And I appreciate y'all. We're gonna have to go because people gonna keep coming back in there. And family, this is what it's all about. You're gonna get. Let me ask you this here before you go. I know I asked more questions on the jealous woman, but listen to me for a minute. Present party excluded. Y'all pretty women don't be jealous like that. I know. Listen, where else can you go to get this experience? Now, you can get other experiences on other channels, and they play their part. But where else can you go where you can feel this type of camaraderie? If you know, let me know. I want to go over there too. Family, and we've been so incredible. We answered the question tonight, and I thank y'all for being here. What did we say? An AA meeting. Yes, indeed. Yes, we got 18 likes and 14 watching still, family. Do y'all understand what's going on? I can be here for Thanksgiving. If we do it, it'll be kind of later, probably about 7 or something, and we'll just chat whoever show up whenever you want to, turkey. Now the question for tonight was, are disabled veterans seen as a financial burden to the U.S. government and Americans in general? Say, I can be here for Thanksgiving. So a couple of y'all can show up. Now, if you can't show up because you might be at family house, you might be resting from being out all day, it don't matter. Just relax, take it easy. And family, we talked about it. Having our disabled veteran benefits should not make us the black sheep of the family. You understand? It should not. We earn these benefits. We don't qualify for a lot of health care because of the injuries we have from the military. Disqualifies us. Nah, look, fam. Betty say, I can also be here. Well, if y'all can be here, I gotta be here. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say Thanksgiving only if it doesn't cut into what you are doing, H-Town. Oh Lord, no, it ain't cutting into nothing I'm doing. I'm good. I'm on that day, I'm kind of flexible, like whatever y'all want to do. I want to respect y'all time and space. I'll probably be here just going out for dinner with the hubby. And look, when she say when he say hubs, I was wondering, when you talking about more than one husband, I ain't trying to get messy for him, girl. I thought you said the husband. I said, because they had that one woman that had 3 husbands, and they all was in different places. She traveled around. They got dudes that do that now. You ain't got but one ranch, right? How many ranches is it? Oh Lord. That woman had 3 different husbands and 3 different families having Thanksgiving on Saturday. But I know you good Minnesota woman. Say, good Lord, who would want more than one husband? No offense, me. Oh, y'all got me laughing. See, y'all can't be cutting up like, oh God, that's oh boy. She did what we say in the South. She let you down easy. Say, I'm cooking, but I can't eat it. Okay, you cooking. So who's going out to eat? Put out in the chat. If you're going out to eat, if you're gonna cook, you eating at home, put cook. I think most likely I'm going out, so I'm gonna put out. Who going out to eat? H-Town going out to eat. Who's gonna cook? Put cook, or you put cook even if your family cooking. 100% Farm Girl Rebel. Oh Betty, I feel for you. All the smells. Yes, indeed. So Betty say cooking. Then Farm Girl going out. Coasty going out. MG Smith going out. Then Jay Oliver say both. Now let's see what Mike Engel say. They want poor people to pay taxes and then say they don't care about veterans, basically. That's something else, ain't it? Real talk. Thank you. Your comments are important here. That's why I asked what y'all got to say. This is a time. Oh, thank you. Real talk, Mike Angelson. Then, listen, Charleston is going to do Uber Eats. Betty says, Town, you not getting your niece. Oh, I got to go get her. Yeah, I'm going to get her. I got to remember what day we going. I think it's this Friday. She almost done with school. So when she come home for Thanksgiving, go back, she ain't going to be there but a few days. I think they're over like December the 6th. So when I go this time, I'm going to pick her up. Hopefully my daughter go with me to help. She have her stuff in a room. We going to bring it home. And then when she leave for good, we're going to get the rest so we don't have to carry so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to need but one vehicle. Paul Cox say, cook. Farm Girl Rebel say, on Saturday, I'm making salmon patties, lobster mac, and cheese, and gumbo. Y'all got to understand something. Farm Girl Rebel, she cook all that food. Her people from Louisiana. Huh? I know she say she white, but when I asked, I say, are you Cajun? She said, I'm Cajun and Creole. That means she got there's some black people in the bloodline too. Well, everybody in Louisiana pretty much mixed up anywhere. It's Texas too. I'll confess to y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I have a great grandmother that is a 6 foot tall Irish woman. Did you hear what I tell you? Yeah, 6 foot tall Irish woman. I saw she was tall. Yes, indeed. So you know, we got it all in our family. Now, Betty Bob says, Town, I was going to ask you if you want to pick going to pack up. Yeah, I was gonna pack half of it because she gonna keep. You know what she did? My daughter let her keep the other refrigerator, so she took both refrigerators down there. You know them little refrigerators. They got real freezers in these refrigerators, huh? I don't even have nothing like that. Seem like when they bring them back home, they'll let me keep one up here in my office, right? So when I'm talking to y'all, I'll be able to work and I won't have to go get water. Don't y'all think y'all gonna talk to my family about that? Now, I'm everything but except Asian, yeah. I'm not Asian, but I got European blood in me. I'm black man though. Don't get me. Culturally, I'm black. Native blood, black native, and some red native blood in me. Not Spanish, but Spaniard. Yeah, because the slave master was Spaniard from Spain. His name was Moses Potts out of Jackson, Georgia. They got a picture of him online. He born in 1700s. And his son was named Christopher Columbus Potts. His son in the picture looked kind of special. Farm girl. You just light skinned. Yeah, she just light skinned. When she blew my mind. She say, I said, you Cajun, right? I said, you Cajun or Creole, you Cajun, right? She said, Cajun and Creole. Shut me up. She said, but I am lily white, these black eyes and hair. Now check this out. They did let me explain something to you about that sister. They did a DNA test of a woman from New Orleans. She looked like a white woman. She was like, I want to say 45 to 55% black. And a man my color, darker, black man, he was more white than she was. So the skin complexion don't always tell you nothing, you know? It tripped me out. Now, my black first sergeant called me Snow White. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. Betty says, H-Town, I'd get you a fridge at Costco. You just need to pick it up. Now, I'm good right now. Let me see, can I hustle them out of one? I don't want to start being like them fake preachers. Huh? Hold on. What? Have my little prayer cloth. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on. Yes, veteran family. For only, what do they call it? For $25, we'll send you these prayer cloths. Oh, Lord, huh? Hustle. Now listen, but thank you, sister. Betty Bob say, you still light-skinned like all my aunts on both sides, yeah? I got an aunt that looks like a white woman. You wouldn't know she's black unless she started talking. Is that a stereotype? Am I stereotyping mine? My mama's sister. Now listen, Farm Girl Rebel say, at least I can tan and not burn with the sun. Yeah, you got some black blood in you. That lets you know something. Them fridge is wonderful to be where you at. Yes, indeed. Fridge, because it's good for cold water. You know, that's what I'm saying. I might try to talk them out. I might get one, but we good. Now, I'm gonna say y'all ain't got no. Let me put it up here in case y'all need it. I'm gonna talk about it. Family, thank y'all for being so incredible. I know I talk y'all till the cows come home. So let me pull up. Thank y'all and good night, family. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being so kind. And appreciate you. We talked about it tonight, family. We are not the black sheep. We are an important part of this country. They call us to service, and we perform our duty. And the federal government and America has a contract with us. You hear what I said? We have a contract, just like everybody else getting these contracts and set-asides. There are benefits set aside for every veteran that served. And Sister Farm Girl say good night. Love y'all all. Have a great rest of your week. Say night, H-Town. Night, family. Night, family. Good night. This has been a wonderful time. Farm Girl, love you. Good night. Yes, indeed. FG family, good night. Until next time, family, good night.